John, you're on with the downtown hospital issue here. Go ahead.
Hey, I recall sometime back an issue raised, I think, by the No Hospital Downtown people about a red zone, the hospital possibly being located in a red zone had something to do with the train station and everything. Just wondered, is that a real or fabricated issue, and what's the status of that?
Do you guys want to get into that?
To the best that I can.
Has that been brought up? That issue
has been brought up.
Yeah.
The concept of a red zone came up earlier in our planning process. We reached out to the local authorities and disaster preparedness people to see if indeed does that exist.
Yeah.
There is no federal or state governmental designation of a red zone. Some environmental agencies have determined that some train tracks fall within a red zone.
So that is the transportation of flammable liquids, contaminants. Right. If something were to happen with a train accident, and it were to happen perfectly, the perfect storm were to occur, were you at least set at ease that you would be in a safe situation, have the hospital there?
Well, we would be in a safe situation because the location of the train tracks, where it's passing through Utica, because the train station is just past the auditorium, it's already a slower speed limit for trains. So one of the things they would do normally if there was a concern is lower the speed limit. It already is. We have and we'll continue to have disaster preparedness mechanisms in place for any type of event.
Right.
We had to do it for Stella last year. We would have to do it if there were a fire. And in the unfortunate event of a train incident, we would be prepared for that as well.
All right. Okay, John, thanks for the call. Jim, standing by on the line here. James, you're on the radio.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, folks. Bob had mentioned that the taxpayers' money not being involved, and obviously there is $300 million of state taxpayer money. There is definitely local taxpayer money being utilized for this project for the garage. My question is, if you folks are so confident that this is the right site, why has the study not been released to the public for everybody to view? That this was the right decision and the right site for the hospital to be located downtown.
All right. I'll let you, Bob, you want to take that?
Well, the study I referenced earlier, first of all, was used for internal purposes, but there are locations in the community that were listed on there that those property owners and those communities weren't aware of. Because that was part of a high-level study. So it doesn't make any sense to us to release information about a possible location in this neighborhood or that neighborhood when that's no longer a consideration.
Okay, all right.
Was it 12? Did you say 12?
12.
Boy, that was, I was surprised when I had heard that it was a dozen locations, because we had talked about maybe 3, 4, 5. But so there was quite a scope when they looked into where they were going to locate.